Oops. Hello, Reaper. Oh, missed your 100 gift screenshot. Thank you. Sorry I'm so late, guys. I was chatting with my sister and I lost track of time. My bad, but I'm here now. Hello, hello. Lovely people. How is your Wednesday? This week is going so fast. How are you guys doing? All right, Reaper, your fave Max, Happy Life, Young Chazi, Kaylin, Ernest. Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday again. Sorry for being so late. I know I'm rolling in here a good 16, 17 minutes late. Sorry. I have to think of a trivia question for you guys as well. Kaylin saying, hi, Happy Life. Gosh, what did I put in for the trivia question? Let me look at my notes here. Okay, I think I can come up with something here. The Timinator, yes, I did. All right, Reaper, I gotta get you on my list of donos. Thank you, Reaper. Happy Life says hi to Kaylin. Friday will be 7-month milestone. Yes, thank you so much, Reaper. That's crazy. Withered Wretch, meh, it's okay to be late as long as you are here. Thank you, yeah. It was just one of those, like, having a great conversation with my sister, and it's like, okay, time checking, but I don't know. Kind of goes with the theme of my mission for 2026, which is just take it easy, like, let's chill. So, yeah. Rich, yes, with all the new member emojis, I love to see it. Kaylin says 2 more work days, then I am off Monday for MLK. Yes, I am too. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited. The rare 3-day weekend in the United States is so amazing. I'm so excited. All right, trivia question. Oh, it's weather related, which is kind of lame. 5 likes from Ernest, thank you. Yeah, but I was laughing at your profile picture. I clicked on it today and I was like, oh my gosh, the Halloween cookie making live stream that Rachie and I did months ago now. Gosh, what's another trivia? I'm not happy with my idea here. I'm trying to think of trivia for this week. Or like things I've done this week, what I did today. Oh, sorry guys, I'm thinking. Having to think on my feet. Well, in the meantime, I'll just get ready. I'll get started with the food I was planning on making today. So I am planning on making some veggie burgers, this lovely Amy's brand of organic veggie burgers. Super great. Vegan, gluten-free, soy-free. These are a go-to for me. All right. So. Oh, I gotta turn my oven on as well. Jomar is here, Alicia Keys. Boxing Boy, sure, I can read the ingredients for these veggie burgers. So they're primarily made of quinoa and mushrooms. So ingredients list: organic mushrooms, organic quinoa, organic yellow onions, organic celery, organic carrots, organic gluten-free oats, organic walnuts, organic potatoes, organic garbanzo bean flour, organic high oleic safflower and or sunflower oil, sea salt and garlic. So I would say the main things that I can notice when eating these burgers is the quinoa, the carrots, and the mushrooms. That sounds delicious, says Timinator. Yes, this is my go-to, and I would say this brand of veggie burger plus the Beyond burgers. Those are another fave. So I'm gonna make a couple of these. Boxing Voice is super healthy. I try my best. I'm especially trying my best this year to be like really clean. I'm just gonna get rid of some crumbs on this. All right. Boxing Boy, Hamed Omari. Hello, Stephen Washington. Hamed is in Kabul. Cool. Hello, hello. Boxing Boy says you don't get those here in the UK. Oh, interesting. I wonder if Amy's products are sold anywhere in the UK. Not sure. So I'm gonna make those. Not really that hungry. So I'm thinking about maybe stuff I could prepare for later, like later this week. LaShawn Walston, David Macron is here, the Timinator. What do you put on your veggie burger? I like to put mustard, vegan cheese, and pickles on my vegan burgers. We have plant-based burgers, but they taste horrible. Oh no. That one Blake is here. Hello. Ricardo. I don't talk about political stuff on here. Rod Fay, happy winter, Minneapolis. Yes, it is still winter here, but the days are getting longer, which makes me happy. So, winter is still upon us, but I feel like it's getting, I always get excited when the days are starting to get longer again. Let's see, Willie. Hello, Manuel. Que onda, raza? I am about to make Mexican rice. Yummy, Ernest. Timinator. Wow, it's 81 degrees in Arizona. Makes sense though. It's just weird to think 81 in January. Cute. E-Styles. Gotcha. I remember you from Monday. Thank you so much for the Sunday. Let me go over here and get E-Styles written down. How are you guys this week so far? How are you doing? I'm trying to come up with like a fun trivia question, but I am just really drawing a blank right now. Sorry. I'm open to ideas. All right, E-Styles, got you for the Sunday gift. Stephen Washington, your birthday is February 1, just a few weeks away then. Cool, Genuine Phil, yo, good to see you. Thanks for joining. JSLY, boy, the last time I had Taco Bell, I don't know if you were putting that forward as a trivia question or just asking it. I'm guessing you just asked it as a question. Let me think. Last time I had Taco Bell, I feel like it maybe was 2 years ago. It's been a while. Tomcat, hello, stay safe in Minnesota. True, yes. Yeah, particularly Minneapolis. That one Blake, I'll be up in Delano. Cool, the weekend of the 24th, family Christmas time. Interesting, family Christmas time. Is this like a belated Christmas gathering that you're doing? Rich, thank you. Bronco, Catalina Crunch, Martha, and Dave Ramsey. 8KW. Boxing Boy, it's too cold here in Scotland. I'm curious, like, let me just search, like, Aberdeen temperature today in Fahrenheit. That's not so bad. I don't know how close you are to Aberdeen, but 42 degrees isn't bad. That's above freezing. Maybe, how about Glasgow? Temperature 41. Not bad. These are temperatures I like. I'm a winter fan though, and I live in a very cold state in the United States, so I love it when it's cold, like way below freezing. Oh, Yaba, I didn't know this. Amy's Foods stopped selling in the UK in 2022. Nobel is here. Buffalo is close to Delano. You're in Dundee. OMG, I've made a Dundee cake before. I have a recipe video on this channel. Dundee, temperature. Oh, it's a little colder in Dundee. 38 degrees Fahrenheit. Interesting. It's 2 a.m. Well, no, what is local time? Dundee, local time. I'm gonna guess it's like half past 2. 2:28 in the morning. You are up late on a Wednesday night going into Thursday. That one Blake says, yeah, it's when we can all get together. Gotcha. For the belated Christmas gathering. Cosborn, good to see you. Andrew, good evening to you. How are you doing? Tommel New Year says Nobel. Guto, hello Hannah, how was your day? I had a solid day. I was working in the office today, so I do hybrid work, part-time, like 50% of the time I work remotely, 50% of the time I work in the office. So today I was working in the office and it was super quiet, which is fine. No complaints about that whatsoever. Yeah, super chill, had some work I had to get done. I ran into a couple people and had some really nice conversations. So yeah, it was like a very mid, but totally fine Wednesday workday. Tomcat, do you think you're brave? I would consider myself brave, yes. Alexander Lapp, you have had Taco Bell more recently than I have. When is the last time you've had Taco Bell? I can say with a lot of confidence I've had Taco Bell in the last 2 years. Oh, the last time I can remember, hold on, I remember now. The last time I remember going to Taco Bell was it was like well, now I'm getting confused. It was either end of 2024 or early end of 2023, now I'm getting my years mixed up. We're in 2026. So it was either end of 2024 or early 2025. It was like between November of 2024 and February of 2025. So I would say about a year ago is the last time I had Taco Bell. All right, Mateo is here. Hi, Mateo. Cosborn, Boxing Boy says, I have a horrible sleep schedule. Oh no, sleep is so important. Dear Debat is here. Cosborn, I still have to do my push-ups and I have to do my front splits stretch routine. I have not done either of those today yet because I was out all day and I just got back home like a few minutes ago or 15 minutes ago. Rob Faye, are you ever going to do a meet and greet this summer? Definitely not this summer, no. If I ever did some kind of in-person meetup, I would have the tightest security and hire 1,000 ex-NFL players to be manning everything and have like full body scanners, bag checks, body checks, metal detector wands. Like I will not mess around with meeting people in person. So not anytime soon, Rob Faye, certainly not this year. Not that I have planned. NC, hello, how are you? Kaylin is saying hi to NC. JP, good to see you. Yaba says t-shirt weather in the Highlands. Yeah, I think I could wear a t-shirt in the Highlands right now. we've been having some bitter cold temperatures here in Minneapolis. Kaylin had Taco Bell yesterday, and Sia's laughing. Timinator, are we going to see these delicious burgers? Yes, I'm going to be eating them on here because they're going to be my dinner. Thank you, Caesars. Yes, they're Jingle Bell earrings, and they are Christmas earrings, but I've decided to just wear them permanently on my live streams. Toxic Mayhem, Hannah wants the Avengers. Maybe, sure, I wouldn't want all the costumes and stuff. I would, honestly, the dream team for me would be like all, like recruiting active duty and retired Navy SEALs and current / recently retired NFL players. Like that is the security that I would hire for any kind of in-person event. People that you would never cross, ever. Toxic Mayhem, Cosboard, LOL, no way Hannah would do a meet and greet. I would do one. 100% I would love to do a meet and greet. I know that sounds, it's like, oh, meet and greet. Oh, I'm so fabulous. I'm so, like, not in that way. It's like if people really wanted me to do one and I put a poll up and it's like, oh my God, so many people want to do this. And yeah, I have nothing against a meet and greet. I just would go very aggressively on the security because it's just, there have been so many psychotic incidents that have happened where there wasn't enough security and stuff went down. And I would never, like, as much as I could prevent something like that happening, I would pour every amount of resource into security. Not something I'm willing to do or have the resources to do at this point in time, but eventually, yes. So I have nothing against that type of event. It's just the resources involved in putting on an event like that where I could just like breathe easy and not worry about just some unhinged, violent, psychotic, obsessive person showing up at the event and trying something weird. That's where a little more time is needed. Kaylin, I would be so nervous to meet people in person. Honestly, it wouldn't be the meeting of the people. I would love to just like, I don't know, I've seen different setups for a meet and greet, but if it was as simple as just like I got to sit at a table and then it's just there was a line or something, like that would be really cool. I would love it. I would love to meet people from YouTube in person because all I've seen are you guys' profile pictures and heard your read your comments about your lives, where you're located, what you do for work. So it's like I really do want to cross from the digital realm into the real world realm and actually meet you people who are on it's like the people on the other side of this phone screen. I love that idea, and I don't think I would be nervous to meet people. The only thing that would make me nervous is just making sure it's super secure so that when I'm in the space and everyone else who's in the space, like, you know that it's just like an airport. It's like, you know, when you get to your gate, when you're waiting for your flight, you know that every person sitting there has had to go through a full TSA body scanner and pat down, and they've had all of their belongings put through a scanner and swabbed and checked. It's like the peace of mind knowing that everyone has been thoroughly checked. That is the kind of peace of mind that I would want at any type of in-person event that has my name on it. It's like I want every person there feeling safe, just as safe as you would be sitting at a gate waiting for a flight. Hello, Dragoliube. Let's see. Caesars. I don't watch Stranger Things, but I am open to coming around to it, honestly. Jamar, Nicole is here. Cosborn says, what about some type of Skype meet and greet? I mean, that could be it too, but I do live streams 4 to 5 days a week. That's, maybe I'm not understanding how other creators do the meet and greet for like the web-based meet and greets where there's a video call on Skype or Zoom or whatever. But to me, that just feels like another live stream. Like, how are they that different from a live stream? NC says, I'll bring the Chipotle. Oh my God, yum. Chipotle sounds so good right now. Joshua is here. NC knows what's up. Jesse Ventura in town. Okay. Scotty G says, hello from Minnesota. Where in Minnesota? I am in Minneapolis. NC says, you know it, Cosborn. Mouth swab meetup? Oh my God. Rob is asking the same question of Scotty. I know, I'm like, anytime someone says that they're in Minnesota or that they grew up in Minnesota or they have some kind of Minnesota connection, I immediately want to know what city or what corner of the state they're from. Catalina Crunch, yes! I've already had 2 bowls of this good stuff today. Kirby is here. Oh my gosh, can I get the happy? Nope, too late. But thank you, Kirby, for sending the happy poop. How are you, Kirby? Ooh, I thought of a topic of conversation that I'm so fascinated. So I have seen Kirby do this. I have seen Callie Chickens do this, except I think it's Christina's other account. Is it Callie and Allie? But okay, can someone explain to me the trend on YouTube live streams where you ask people to spam their names and the creator is just like writing people's names? Like I've never done a live stream like that. I'm open to doing one like that, but I'm so curious as to why they're so popular. Do you think it's just because people really like having their name, like seeing someone write their name down? Genuine, like asking out of curiosity, because I've watched some of them and they're so popular. So I'm very curious. Okay. I saw Forest Lake. I love that, Scotty G. I was not in Forest Lake, but I passed through Forest Lake every time I go to Duluth. I love Duluth. It's like my happy place outside of Minneapolis. And yeah, I mean, I was just passing through Forest Lake a couple weeks ago because I went up to Duluth to stay with family for the New Year's holiday. And so actually, I always think of our current Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, because he's from, well, I think he was born in Minneapolis, but he went to Forest Lake area high school. So that's cool. I know exactly where you are, Scotty G. Good old Forest Lake. Abraham Gaska, Stranger Things, True Engagement. Hello. Keep grinding and doing it. Your hard work pays off when you least expect it, question mark. The thing is, there's like no endpoint for me with YouTube. It's not like I'm trying to get to 100K or make a certain amount of money and then just like, done, peacing out, goodbye everyone. This is something I plan on doing for the rest of my life, no joke. So I will be on YouTube indefinitely. I have no plans to not be on YouTube. I will keep it going. And yeah, it's exciting just to think, okay, well, I'm just always going to be on this platform, and I plan to continue my schedule and my uploads and just trying to get better at the platform, trying new things, trying new topics, new niches, filming in different locations, whatever. Like, obviously want to grow and evolve as a channel. But I appreciate it. Yes, I will keep it up. True Engagement. And it is, I would say, like, I do work hard at YouTube, but it's not like it's miserable work or it's unpleasant work. I love it so much, so that takes care of so much of it, where a lot of the work is simply just showing up on time, uploading when I need to upload if it's a brand collab, but there's like such a joy reserve that I can draw upon if I'm feeling tired or unmotivated or burned out or whatever. I just love this platform so much. Scotty G, Abraham Gaska, Rob Faye. Kirby says you're welcome. Rich says get your layers out for the weekend. Oh yeah. I mean, I was out this evening and I was wearing long underwear, like thermal Under Armour leggings, pants, and then I had I had this top on and then a long zip up like jacket and then my winter coat and then like double, actually I have them right here. I'll demonstrate for you because I literally I came in the door just today, so I had my, oh, I feel like I kind of want to do this whole situation for you guys. I can show you guys how I was dressed today. Give me a second. Okay, sorry. I hate stepping off camera, but I thought this would be fun. Okay, so since we're talking about how cold it is right now in Minnesota, let me first try and get a little caught up in the chat and then I'll redress myself right now since it's cold. Stonegate, Kirby, Alexander. I'm not afraid of being assaulted, but having to talk to a lot of people is scary to me. And see, I never want to be assaulted in any way, shape, or form. It's just like one assault could be the end for you. Like that could be the end of your life. And it's like, is it really worth it? Just walking into a situation where that's possible? Not for me, but I do like talking to people. Andrew says, I hope there will be room in your security detail for former military personnel from across the pond. I'm not opposed to it. I just want all the Shaquille O'Neals, all of the Travis Kelce's, all the John Cena's, all the David Goggins, like just not even mean, because it's like I don't want mean people necessarily, but just like the toughest MFers, all like just, yeah, like a whole team. True, W in the chat, yes. Rob Faye, Columbia Heights. Oh, that's where you're originally from? Yeah, Rob, okay. Abraham, Stranger Things, Worm, Kirby. I think that's what it is. Cosborn is a form of validation recognition. Oh, okay. The writing of the names. Thank you for answering the question, Cosborn. Because it's like, I feel like I should be asking you guys, because I'm sure a lot of you have seen those lives or participated in those lives. Kirby says, I get distracted and start drawing. Yes, I have seen that. 35E says, Scotty, Two Harbors, yes. Two Harbors is gorgeous. Honestly, the whole stretch from Duluth all the way up to Canada, obsessed. Love it. Dr. Hugo Felipe is in Chile. Kirby Derby says NC. Matthew Capitano. Kirby. Ooh, Scotty has 1,400 subs. Keep going, Scotty. Worm says someone who's in Stranger Things would not go around advertising it. Cosworth, I know. I want to do a brand collab with Catalina Crunch so bad. I give them so much of my money, and I'm so happy to because I love their product. All right, I'm slowly gonna get caught up, I promise. Kaylin, YouTube is like a picture book, but with videos. Yes, I consider it a digital archive of my life. And I hope to live a very long life, and I hope that YouTube is around for my entire life. And I think it will be so crazy cool to, God willing, get to a very old age, like 80, 90, 100 plus, and be able to look back at these videos and be like, dude, that was me 40, 50, 60 years ago. That's what I looked like. That's where I lived. That's what I was doing. All that stuff. Freezing, I tell you, says Kirby. Rich, Abraham, it's cold. Reynaldo Madridi, thank you so much. Feel like we're in the movie Frozen. Worm like Stranger Things. Final season is underwhelming. Okay. Arctic Doc, yes, I am in Minnesota. I'm about to like do a demo of how I was dressed just like an hour ago because I was outside. Brian O'Ryan. Rob Fay, Scotty. Ooh, Cosborn, yes. Travis Swift, yes. Reynaldo Madridi. I'm a baby Bruce Lee. Travis who? The disrespect. Cool, I'm in Eden Prairie, nice. I love Eden Prairie. I'm trying to think when I was there last. Oh, you know what? I don't know if you've ever heard of the Jason Show, Arctic Doc. It's a local show that's, I think it's syndicated on Fox 9, like our local Fox 9 channel. And I went there last month to sit in the live studio audience of the Jason Show, and the studio, I believe, is in Eden Prairie. So that's the last time I was out there. Yes, Eli is here. So good to see you. How have you been, Eli? Yep, I saw the ice in your wheelbarrow, Kirby, says Rich. Stephen Mitchell, thank you so much. Anna, yes, okay, good. You got the notifications working. I'm so glad to hear it. I'm doing well. I'm about to do a demo of how I was dressing myself here in Minneapolis because it is so cold. It's honestly the wind. Like the regular temperature when you're not in like a wind tunnel situation, the on paper temperature is fine. But like, ooh, this morning I was walking to work and it was so vicious. It just was bowling me over, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta put my hood up because I can no longer feel my ears anymore. So yeah, not great. Gino, you are spot on, 32. I remember you making the snowflake on your refrigerator. Yes. Also, I smell a little bit of burning, and that's because I have a cookie sheet in my oven. I should take it out. Sorry for like the pile of clothes here. One sec, guys. Oh. All right. Yeah. This cookie sheet is like very smoky if I leave it in there accidentally. Josef Batovsky. Kirby, I had to break ice in the morning. Ooh, doesn't sound fun. Joseph. Yes, okay, Arctic Doc, you know exactly who I'm talking about. Yes, Jason Matheson. I went to sit in the live studio audience for the Jason Show. So much fun. I am going to be posting a members only vlog of that experience, hopefully by next Monday. Yaba says, Hannah, my Siley band always plays the Edinburgh Festival in August. If you're there, listen for someone singing the Monster Mash. It's me. Oh, it's so cool. I want to search this real quick. Edinburgh Festival. What's it called? Festival. August 2026 dates. Is it the International Festival? No, I think you said it was the Fringe Festival? There's so many festivals. I don't know which one it is. Allie, Hannah, this has been a rough week. Can I tell you why? Sure. I mean, you can share as much as you want about your life in the chat, Allie. You don't have to share everything. Just share the stuff you feel comfortable sharing. But yeah, I mean, you can share if you wish to. Abraham, no suffering here. Eden Prairie Mall is nice. Agreed. I actually once had a birthday party in the Eden Prairie Mall. Are you dressing like an onion this winter? I am, Guto. Yes. Abraham, Minneapolis, Archangel Adrian, Kaylin. Yes, the wind makes it feel colder. Yeah, wind chill is real tough and really dangerous sometimes. Dasha, thank you, Dasha. Abraham, I'm making veggie burgers. So, not cookies. All right, so earlier, I just went and grabbed them off the floor. I took these off because your feet get really warm in them. But I was wearing these wool socks. I would say this is my favorite pair of wool socks. So I was wearing these. I also have my winter boots. I've had these boots for so long. I got them in Munich, Germany 9 years ago. And these have held up so well. So I was wearing these today. And then I had on my thermal, oh my God, let me see if I can get them. I literally did the fastest costume change ever. Oh, Allie, I'm so sorry to hear about that. I remember you saying that your grandma was in hospice, which is already, you know, tough news when a loved one goes to hospice, but oh, I'm so sorry for your loss, Allie. Dang. I hope you're able to just take a step away from everything and grieve with your family. So in addition to the wool socks and the boots, this is the long, it's like thermal leggings that I wear when I go running outside, and then I just wore them today. These are very old. So I wear these leggings, and these are Under Armour. And I just, oh, they're so good at keeping your legs warm. And then, so I wore Under Armour leggings, and then I wore just a pair of black pants, stretchy, pretty thin. And then, okay, so as far as what I was wearing, in addition to like my bottom half, I was wearing my Yale zip-up jacket. I've worn this, I think, a few times at the lives, but it's all about the layers. Guto says, sorry, Ali. Abraham. I know, the boots are a game changer. Kirby, Tony Montana, actually don't have to go back to work till Saturday. Good. Okay, I'm glad you've got a break, Allie. And hopefully maybe you have like bereavement time you could take off. So I was wearing this zip-up jacket, and then big old, oh, my earrings are gonna catch, but my big old scarf. And what I do is I usually will twist it around like this. And then I had my coat on. One sec. I'm about to be really toasty because my oven's at 400 degrees behind me. Thank you, Tony. Kirby says, dress like me when it's 50 degrees. How much time do you need to dress up in the winter? I will usually give myself about 10 minutes so that I'm not rushed. So, zip it all the way up. And then I wear double like gloves under mittens. So first these like thin gloves, I don't know what brand they are. It's like tutorial how to dress in Minnesota so you don't get frostbite and die. And then I put these guys on. I just take my hand and put it in here. And then other hand. And since the wind was really not fun today, I was like hood up like this. And then I take the buttons and I'm like, if I can even, sometimes you're having to like work around a scarf and some other layers. So let's see if I can even get this button. Sometimes it's hard with my mittens and the cords. Keeping warm Hannah and the mittens. Thanks, Tony. Going to the North Pole. That's what it feels like sometimes. Oh, come on, button. The dang buttons are so hard. But you guys get the idea. There. So that is, this is how I was dressed to be outside today because it was so cold. But luckily I'm indoors. Tony, nice, keeping warm Hannah, and the mittens. It's all we know, Kirby, but I will take the compliment. The mittens match your earrings. That's true. Yes, I love these mittens. I got these up north. So that's like for really cold days. You look like a Russian, says Guto. You look twice the size with all the clothes on. Yes, you gotta stay warm. It's cold. This is also just such a great coat. I've had this for years and it's so, so, so warm. That's the burgers that I have to flip. Coffee is here. Kaylin, yes, I am very warm. You probably shop at Trader Joe's. Sometimes. I kind of shop at a bunch of different places. I shop at Cub Foods, Lunds and Byerly's, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, Target, sometimes Walmart. Kowalski's is another one, local. We have Hy-Vee in Minnesota, but none that are convenient for me to go to. All these clothes. All right, I gotta flip the burgers. That's what that timer was. So I'm gonna take this and flip over the burgers. Actually, I'll just flip them here for you. Nothing too complicated. Oh. Eat my words. Mad Acoustic, lest we forget Aldi. I just don't have a good Aldi location. It's like I would have to go out of my way to get a discount, at which point it's like, not worth it for me. But Aldi has crazy good prices. Timer, let's do another 5. Ooh, now I'm hungry. Coffee, Dr. Who What Wear, Antonio Salazar. I just did a demo on how I dress for very cold days like we had today. I forget. It's hard to remember what the temperature is because it's never, when there's wind chill, it's not the number that you see on the screen. Minneapolis temperature. So right now it's 11 degrees. But with wind chill today. What was it? Let's see. I know I have it on my iPhone, but I can't find it on like Google. Reaper sent another gift. Thank you, Reaper. Okay, you know the next profile picture. Yes, Yava, I love the rotating profile pictures. They're so funny. Aldi slaps, yeah. I think Aldi is so phenomenal for their prices. It's just enough of a haul to get to an Aldi for me that it defeats the purpose of the discount. Yes, Mad Acoustic, the Twin Cities are cold. It's right there on Lindale. Which grocery store? Oh, Aldi. Yeah. Not convenient for me. Jungle Thriving. What to do, y'all? Is this the beginning of the live? I've been on here for like 43 minutes now. And you know what I'm realizing is I still have not given you guys a trivia question. Ugh. And I am really struggling to think of one. Let's see. You remember her silence in her own hometown. Wesley is here. Love the goat cheese they have at Aldi's. Mets fan, doesn't like the Vikings. Eli is saying, I am going golfing Sunday in 35. Oh no, that sounds so unpleasant. But hey, also kind of a funny experience too. Boy, favorite car? I have that as a member emoji. Reaper, search the member emoji since you're a member. My favorite car is in there. What could I do? I did Emily in Paris. I've recently gotten back into that. Like, let's think of like actors, like favorite Meryl Streep movie. I think I've done that. Favorite Brad Pitt movie. Maybe favorite, that's probably an easy one. I was gonna say favorite Christoph Waltz movie. Let me just pull this up. I do love him. Christoph waltz, movies. What has he been in? Ooh, he's been in so much. Ooh. Man, he's so great. Okay. Let me do this one. Okay. Guess my favorite. I need to be in a cabin in the woods though, says Kirby. What did I miss? Yes, Rich. Oh, Kirby, would you spend a month in a Canadian winter outside every day for 100K? Oh, I feel like if I was a warm weather person, I would definitely do that. It would be worth it to me. I hit back and 30 minutes on the treadmill. I hit back. Maybe there's a typo in here. I went on a 1 hour walk today. Zuri Cosberg, hello Zuri, welcome, welcome. Reaper, Kirby. What is the one New Year's resolution that you absolutely crushed? Ooh. That's a good one. I like that one better than Christoph Waltz. I'll keep Christoph Waltz in my notes. I'll do like fave Christoph Waltz movie as a future one. Okay, I like this. Thank you. Favorite color of horse. Interesting. That's actually, yeah, I do have a favorite color. Favorite color of horse. And it was dapple gray horse with blue spots. Eminem pole. I think I've done one of those. I'm gonna do Eli's. I like that one. Ooh, favorite philosopher. Yes, you guys. Thank you. This is so funny. I just spelled favorite with a PH because I was thinking philosopher. Favorite with an F. Philosopher. Ooh, which one? Oh my God, there's so many good ones. Oh, man, that's tough. I'm gonna need to think on that one. Are you doing laundry? No. If you're wondering why I have clothes here, I was doing a winter, how would I say it? My winter dressing demo. Like today was really cold, so I was showing people how I bundled up for today. Timinator, burgers are coming along great. The timer just went off, so what I'm gonna do now, this is what I like to do. Ooh, I'm just gonna eat some carrots, because why not? Add some veggies. But here's what I'll do. I'll show you guys. I'm gonna need the charred oven mitt for this. Yaba, looking at you. So I'm gonna take these guys and set them not on my clothes, but something, maybe like a cooling rack. Oh, no. Let's grab a towel. You know, you have like towels that you actually don't want to destroy with your pans. So these ones are okay. So what I like to do, so I still have my oven running. I'm gonna take my favorite cheese, Daya dairy-free cheddar cheese, and I like to put some shreds on the burgers and then stick them back in the oven for a little bit longer. Okay, I know I'm behind. Timinator, Barry said hi. Defed X. Alexander, we have Brown's Market and Dollar General as only places in town to buy groceries. I don't think I've heard of Brown's Market before. Hannah, have ever gone for a run in frigid temperatures? Oh yeah, all the time. All the time. I run 12 months out of the year. Even when it's brutally cold. You just have to dress in enough layers. If you wear enough layers, I like to tell people where they're like, oh my God, what? You run in the winter? If you put on enough layers, the cold will not get to you. It's just a matter of how many layers you're wearing in really cold weather. All right, so I'm gonna get some cheese shreds on here. And then I'm gonna put it back in my oven so that it can melt, so that the cheese can melt on top. Danielle, so good to see you, Danielle. How are you doing? Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Does anyone else think that this week is going really fast? Okay, so Daya is on there. Back in the fridge. Also, can you guys tell that I need to do a grocery run? I have like no food. Like, look at this. Look at that. Look at that fridge. I mean, the good thing is I do use my groceries, but I've been using them up to the bitter end. And I only have like mustard, tahini, lemon juice, lime juice, some cheese shreds, that's a zucchini, a carton of almond milk. Like it's getting pretty low, so I am due for a huge grocery store haul. Kaylin says hi to Danielle. Kirby says hi as well. Coffee, they're doing good. I love that you always ask and think about them. Okay, it was the FA Cup, but did you catch Chelsea Arsenal game? No, I have no clue what went down. Yaba. I will be watching the Chelsea game, I think, against Brentford this coming Saturday. Abraham, dang, what did you do to the mitten? Oh, I've been using it for years and years and years, so it just has gotten charred over time. So I'm gonna put these back in my oven. I'm actually gonna shut the oven off, and the heat that's retained in the oven will still melt these burgers. I just don't wanna be like blackening them. So these are gonna go back in for a few minutes. Timer, let's do 5. Still works though. I just have to be careful not to touch like a really, really hot pan because you can tell that it's starting to come apart, so it's not as protective as it was when it was brand new. But it still works. All right, Danielle, Coffee, Timinator, Barry, Steaks is high. I love that you guys all know each other and greet each other. This is awesome. Steaks is high, Reaper. Vegan cheese needs to be called V's. That's so funny. Ergo Anyway says, sometimes I feel like lotion or Vaseline helps. Red Mitt, you're still alive. Yes, Yava. Yeah, so many people in green. Rich. Barry, Abraham, week has been okay. Low key, can I have one of those burgers? You know I can't share my food through the screen. It's not possible yet. But maybe the technology is coming soon. Stakes is high. That fridge echoes throughout the whole house. Kaylin, yes, I know, you guys. If the zombie apocalypse happened tonight, I would be so screwed. I mean, I have some stuff to live off of, but it wouldn't last me too long. Kaylin, did you allow gifted? So Kaylin left a comment on, I forget if it was a short or a live stream upload, but Kaylin left a comment and she's like, I still can't figure out how to do the gifted memberships. And to be fair, I spent a good probably 10-15 minutes Googling and asking AI, like, how do you turn on, like even on YouTube, I was trying to find videos, current videos within the last year about how to turn on gifted memberships, and I just couldn't, like the instructions, it would say like click on join and then click on the triple dots that you see on the pop-up, and I would follow the instructions, but then the instructions would say, and then you'll see this toggle button appear, and there was no such thing when I tried it myself on my side. So I don't know if it's like outdated stuff, but I tried myself and I don't know how to opt in for memberships, like gifted memberships. Barry says, Hannah, you're a vegan, you can survive off eating your lawn. Not quite. Curvy, Surma, does the zucchini store better in the Tupperware container? If so, how about cucumbers? I'm not the biggest fan of cucumbers. They kind of just get this like musty, they just start to turn, and I feel like cucumbers to me seem like more water. And zucchini seems to have a bit more substance to it, at least to me. And so I prefer to store zucchini in a Tupperware. Otherwise, when I've left it open in the fridge, the skin on the outside starts to get just like shrivelly, kind of like a raisin. And it's like, I'd prefer that it not be like that if I'm gonna eat it. Kirby, Spencer Montgomery, I'm doing good. I'm having veggie burgers for dinner. Kirby, everybody says it blocks the cold air from skin. Yes, for the zucchini. Reaper sent another 100. Awesome. Okay, I still need to give you guys a trivia question. And what did I even decide on? This is so embarrassing. I wrote down the other ones. Favorite Christoph Waltz movie, favorite color of horse, favorite philosopher. Oh, New Year's resolution that I absolutely crushed, and it was Eli who gave it to me. Okay. Oh, this is so obvious though, because you guys are gonna know. It's right in front of you, but whatever, I'll still do it. Okay. Poll question number 1. Guess which 2025 New Year's resolution I absolutely crushed. Eli's words, not mine. I'm not trying to sound conceited. All right, was it? Gosh, what were my resolutions for last year? Read 1 book a month, get my front, middle, and get my right, left, and middle splits. Oh, I ran out of room. Get my right, left, and middle splits. Ha, got it. I'm gonna do a different one. Do at least 1 brand collab per month. Dang it, I'll just do at least one YouTube brand collab per month, or qualify for the Boston Marathon. All right. Yes. There we go. Guess away. I was gonna do one of the correct option was gonna be hit 10,000 subscribers, but I was like, that's dumb because they can just look at my channel display and see that we're not far into 2026 and I'm almost at 13K. So vote away, people. This question comes courtesy of Big Tex, aka Eli Magallanes. Guess which 2025 New Year's resolution I absolutely crushed. I'm so happy to see that no one's picked the first option yet. Yay! Cucumbers, 95 to 96% water. Sounds about right. Kaylin, I Googled it and followed everything the gifted membership is on, so don't know. Okay, well then, hopefully next time there's a bunch of gifted memberships, one of them will go to you, Kaylin, because I got confused with the instructions. Coffee, it's a button that moves back and forth when a person moves a button on the screen. Yeah, but the instructions for getting that button to appear were not working for me when I tried them. Timinator, I'm glad we all know each other. Same. I love it too. I love that it's so many regular viewers on here. One Delish, happy Wednesday. How you doing? Cosborn cucumber onion salad or whatever it's called is amazing. I don't know if I've had that before. Watermelons are around 92% water. Crushed, it's only been 14 days. So this is 2025. This is from last year. Dusty, hey Hannah, how do you feel about guacamole in comparison to straight avocado? I love guacamole, but I'm hit or miss with just pure avocado. The reason being that there is this very precise Goldilocks zone of ripeness for avocado. Ooh, and I can think of the flavor that avocado has when it's underripe. It's too, it's not soft enough yet. It's way too thick and dense. I hate the flavor of underripe avocado, and even worse is overripe avocado, where it has started to turn like this gray brown color, and you can start to see the strings, like the fibers in it, and it just has this like musty, rancid, icky aftertaste. Ugh. I can tell when I've gotten guacamole from like Chipotle or the grocery store that was made with an overripe, like starting to go bad avocado, because the flavor is so unmistakable. Same whenever I've ordered avocado toast at a restaurant, I can think of times where the like the avocado mash or the guacamole that was spread, I guess it would be avocado mash spread onto it. It was like, I can tell when something has been made with particularly an overripe avocado. Ooh, it's so gross. Whereas I feel like when you have something like guacamole, there's other stuff that's added to it, like lemon juice, garlic, salt, pepper, tomatoes, red onion, maybe a little bit of cayenne for some heat. There's like other things too, where if the avocado itself wasn't at the correct ripeness level, the other flavors can mask it a little bit, whereas pure avocado, yeah, I just feel like it's hit or miss for me. I don't ever go and buy plain avocado for myself. Not that I dislike it, it's just one of those things in the grocery store where I'm like, it's there and I don't buy it. All right, I need to retrieve these burgers from the oven. Ooh. Cheese is nice and melted. Yay! I'll let these cool for a little bit. All right. Ooh, that's hot. Okay. Coffee, Wesley. Rated Frog is here. Hello, Rated Frog. Chipotle. OMG. I love Chipotle so much. All right. We got Timinator. Coffee, Barry, Dusty, would you prefer guacamole in a burger or avocado? Oh, I see what you're saying. I think I would prefer actually just avocado on a burger, because I think that the flavors in guacamole could kind of mess with maybe the burger. I don't know. I don't put guacamole and burgers together. Yaba is saying, where were you? Hannah, living where I am, we have to keep the freezer well stocked in case of getting snowed in. Yeah, I like it. I mean, when you live in a place like that, I respect that it forces you to be thinking ahead and to be prepared. Because I would say that's an advantage of living in a more remote location versus when you live in a city like I do and I have a million options all around me. Even if we get a like snowmageddon, epic crazy snowstorm, I'm still in my head, I'm still like, well, yeah, but like there's snow plows. Like I don't need to be like so crazy prepared for any weather event, because I still have all these things around me and surely I can get to one of them and be okay, which is nice, but I think it also can make you really complacent and just, it doesn't force you to be prepared. And I think having the habit of being prepared for what could come your way, worst case scenario, or just paying attention to weather patterns, whatever, I think that's just generally a good way to live. I have always erred on the preventative, preempt things side, but I will say it's easy to be lax about it in a city where it's just, there really isn't any need to be until something crazy does happen, and then you're like, oh no, I'm actually screwed. Reaper, Dusty, different avocados have different flavor profiles like bananas. Dusty, guacamole. NC says, hit those splits. Edelson in Brazil, hello. Hello, Chief of DC. I'm still catching up on comments here. Cucumbers are best when eaten the same day. They are picked from the garden, I have no doubt. Chad Clark. Yeah, I mean, you can watch all types of things on YouTube Live. Yes. Ace. Let's see, if you don't hit the subscriber numbers that you want which may seem hard to achieve. Will that put you off of streaming? No. I mean, I would say like subscriber count is a nice byproduct, like a byproduct of streaming. But the main reason I do streaming is to connect with other YouTube users in real time and to learn about their lives, have topics of discussion, check in about, I don't know, different things like how were your holidays? How was Thanksgiving in Canada, which is a different day than here in the United States. So my primary reason for doing YouTube Live is connecting with other people in real time. I'm not on here primarily to drive up my subscriber numbers. It's nice because that does happen. But honestly, if that was my primary reason or my only reason for doing YouTube Live, it wouldn't be sustainable for me. It would get old really fast. And also too, I love the YouTube platform. I think it's really fun. It's really gratifying learning, like getting better at a platform, like learning, okay, like these, like how to title videos and hashtags and emojis and all that stuff. I don't have any plan to stop doing YouTube. I'm 32 now. I want to live to be 120 at least. So hopefully I can do this for the next 90 years. But it's just because I have no plans to ever stop doing YouTube in my entire life. Like I'm looking at being on here for another 90 years, hopefully. And so in that amount of time, it's like I want to get to 100K. I have no doubt I will make it to 100K subscribers in 90 years. Same with 1 million. I mean, 1 million sounds like a lot of subs now because I'm at 13K currently. But when I think about how much growth has happened in the last 1 to 2 years on this channel, I think about, okay, well, I don't ever plan on quitting YouTube, and the general predictable trajectory for YouTube is just your subscribers will continue to go up. Sometimes a lot, sometimes a little. But yeah, it's just I'm not chasing channel subscriber number. It'll just happen naturally because I like being on this platform and I don't plan to be quitting YouTube ever. Barry is saying, hold on. Ace. Cosborn spicy guac with Martha. Reaper. I bought 8 avocados at Aldi. They were on sale for 50 cents. Dude, that's insane. Barry says, everyone in this community is pretty cool and I get banned a lot, so I know a thing or two, okay? Okay. Rated Frog with the Dexter emoji. Timinator still wants a veggie burger. Sadly, you're not gonna have one, at least not one of mine. Still me, I'm pretty sure rice cakes have been deemed unreasonable torture. Oh no. NC says, check under the stem cap. Green means ripe, brown means overripe, and no movement means it needs more time. Ooh, that's good for avocados. Also, I feel like, oddly, my phone screen looks darker. William Berry, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. William Berry saying marathon qualification for the poll. Misael is in Miami. Hola. John P. Will 916. Yeah, but ever had avocado toast with horseradish? Ooh. I haven't had horseradish in a very long time, but that combo sounds delicious. Big Haas, good to see you. Barry, still me, the Geneva Convention is just a checklist for some of us. Still me, Coffee says BRB. Daniel Barry Sports Highlight is here. Cheers to you. Trillmatic, I don't know if you ever used profanity. I do. I don't swear. Do I ever swear in my videos? Because I post members only blooper videos where it's all the outtakes from filming my vlogs, where it's like I'm spilling something, I break something, there's a little explosion and I'm like, oh no, F-bomb, whatever. But I actually will bleep it. So there have been a few instances where a curse word slipped out and it happened. But the most I swear on here is probably damn and hell. I don't think I say anything other than that. it can affect your visibility and AdSense and monetization. And I'm like, from a business perspective, that's also just not the type of content I want to make. I want my content to be like pretty much universally viewable, where someone age 2 to 100 could watch it. Like there's no questionable or anything going on. Kirby says, me neither, Hannah. Oh, you mean like chasing subscribers and stuff? 7 subscribers away from 1,400. Let's go, Big Hoss. Ace says, thank you. I was always curious what motivates a person to do what they want. I think this is also super interesting, Ace, because I think every person has a unique set of motives that's driving them. It can be like money, status, and beauty. And for someone else, it could be like charitable giving, their religious faith, and their children. And for another person, it could be impressing a coworker who made fun of them. It could be like impressing their high school haters and lifelong longevity, like living to like a long age or old age. I feel like there's always like a unique list of motivators for people and what they do. And I won't say that one is better than the other, but those are my motivators for YouTube. I mean, I think like I'm excited for I want the channel to grow. That is a motivator for me. It's not the primary driver of my channel, but I want to grow the channel so that I can reach more people. And there is no, how should I say this? I'm forgetting the phrase, but it's like, it's no mystery that the bigger your subscriber count, more brands will reach out to you to work with you, and the types of products that you can collaborate on are bigger. It's like brands will look at YouTube channels and look at your reach and say, well, we're looking for YouTube channels with 20K and up for our campaign because we want to reach a certain number of people for our product advertising. And sometimes they want less than that. Sometimes they want people with like 100K plus, 1 million plus. So it definitely helps with reach and brand collab opportunities. Thank you, Cosborn. I appreciate it. I just want a giant family. I love that, Kirby. Yes, 90 years. Honestly, Kirby, ditto to that. It's funny because I'm 32, I don't have kids yet. I do want kids. But when I think about my long-term like picture and things, like what really brings me the most joy, like the vision of it, is like having a large family where there's, sitting around the family table and say there's like 7 kids and then maybe grandkids. And it's like, you just get to go around and there's like all these lives that people are living, and you get to hear about like what they're doing and what they're doing in school, what their job is like. It's just, I feel like having not that small families are bad, but I feel like that having a big family like that is so appealing to me. Rich, can I do 80? Can do 80. Happy 80th in advance, says Rich. Yava says, the main problem is checking the use by dates. Oh no, I've had tins years out of date, and I mean years. This has been me as well. Steak Society says, Hannah swears hard every time she loses money betting on a Vikings game. Well, I think you know me better than that, because I do not gamble at all. I'm completely anti-gambling. I will not gamble my money. Kirby, my channel is almost 13 years old. I love that. That's so cool. My channel turned 5 last year, so your channel is quite a bit older than mine. Rocket Runs is here. DG, I know the channel is almost at 13K subs, and I do want to do a 13K subscriber special, because I know I just did a 12K. I did the 12Ks of Christmas as a short, but I would love to do something for 13K because 13 is my lucky number. Timinator says makes sense. Alexander, the world is changing fast. I don't know if YouTube will be watched anymore in 30 years. Exactly. No one knows the future. You don't know how long companies will be around for. I certainly hope that YouTube is around for a very long time. I think it will be, but you never know. So I will be on this platform as long as I am allowed to be on this platform, as long as they allow me to post on here, and as long as YouTube exists in this world. Hopefully that's a very long time. Kirby, yes, Reaper, I didn't even know how to get paid from like YouTube, you mean? That's what I'm understanding. I didn't even know how to get paid from YouTube until last year. Yes, that was my experience as well, Kirby. I think about a year ago right now, January of 2025, I was just learning about like the monetization and the different ways to monetize on YouTube and where to see the data in your dashboard. Like just a year ago, the monetization piece was completely new to me. So it's cool to think back about on how much has happened. Reaper, they changed it last year to help people get monetized. Chipotle, Raymond Church is here. Good to see you. Kirby, you are monetized. I will start donating then. Kirby, Raymond Church, having kids is great. I got 6. Oh my God, what? Ooh, this could be another topic of conversation, but I've thought about having a mixed family, and by mixed, I'm talking about in terms of kids, where some are biological children and some are adopted. And I think it would be so cool to have both. And to be fully honest with you, I mean, childbirth is just a lot for the female body to go through. And not that I wouldn't want to like just skip out on pregnancies, because I think pregnancy is a beautiful thing. But when I do think about having a bigger family, like 6 to 8 kids, ooh, going through that 6 to 8 times, that's so many times, that's so much wear and tear. So, and I also think too, there's so many kids, sadly, in our foster care system here in the United States, and it'd be so wonderful to adopt kids out of foster care or to adopt like newborns who otherwise would go through the foster care system, which like I don't think is ideal for a kid to go through. Reaper says, isn't love a gamble? Sure, but we're talking finances here. Kirby, Ace Lowry, have you ever been through a fast? Many times. I will say my body does not respond well to fasting. I lived in Morocco one summer and I participated in Ramadan when I lived in Morocco. I completed it, but I did not like it. It was very hot, I was sweating a lot, and I just was like all day I was just thinking about how hungry I was and how ready I was to eat. So I did a summer Ramadan fast in Morocco. I fasted in, I think I did do it in Azerbaijan. Maybe. I think I did. But I lived in Azerbaijan for a summer. That's a Muslim country. So I feel like I did do Ramadan there because it took place that summer, if I'm not mistaken. And then I've like, here and there, I've done like intermittent fasting, like skip breakfast. First meal of the day is at noon or lunchtime. I've done a 48-hour fast. Really did not like how I felt after that. So I would say, knowing my body better than anyone else and having done different types of fasting at different times of my life, like for many years, I feel my absolute best in terms of like sleep, performance at work, distance running, like just how I feel while I'm running and working out. I feel at my best when I am well fed, not overfed, like not pigging out and snacking and doing all that stuff, but just I don't like restricting meals, and I don't like how I feel. And I've noticed like a dip in cognitive function, focus. It even disrupts my sleep because I will wake up in the middle of the night, stomach churning at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. if I haven't had enough calories the day before. And then I have to drag my butt out of bed, find my way to the kitchen in the dark because I'm not trying to just turn on all the lights and then be super awake. But it's just, I have found personally, and I'm not dissing fasting, but in my own experience, I have not enjoyed the way that I feel when I am when I fast for any amount of time. Whenever I get like the hunger, like noise from my stomach, it's like we all know like the hunger noise. It's like your stomach is churning and you're like, oh my God, this is getting painful. I follow. I feel like it's intuitive to me. It's like just eat intuitively when you're hungry, eat something. I also will say this. I run a lot during the week. I run minimum 4 days a week, if not 5 or 6. And with all of that exercise and burning calories, I am very careful about replenishing and not overexerting myself where it's like I'm being underfed and also trying to do these workouts. It just doesn't, so far it has not fit well with my lifestyle and I have not liked the way that I feel. All right, Ray, you made it, yay. Cosborn, I would say that is my impression. Not ever having gone through childbirth myself, but hearing people talk about having multiple pregnancies. I had a boss that I worked for in grad school. So amazing, super transparent, just like, she's like, at the same time, super credentialed, super fancy, like PhD economist, like very, like just, yeah, cream of the crop. Very brilliant, but also like super funny, open, unfiltered. And she, when I was working for this teacher, for this professor, she got pregnant with her third. And she was like, oh yeah, like by the third, she's like, I'm not worried at all. I've got all my equipment. I've got my pregnancy belt to kind of keep everything together. I got my clothes. Like she just was so unfazed by her third pregnancy. It was hilarious. But I have a sense, again, never having gone through childbirth myself, I do feel like you kind of get used to it and it gets easier. That could be wrong. But at least you just have the experience, the prior experience. All right. Reaper. William Berry, I've told a few streamers to study how you do it. You've cultivated a group that doesn't need to be moderated. That's an accomplishment. Thank you. It's something that I forget from time to time, but I love that you point this out, William, because I would say it's a two-pronged approach. In the very beginning, like this past year, I was like constantly writing down all the hate comments, all the creepy comments, all the inappropriate, vulgar, profane comments. And I now have over 2,000 banned words and phrases in my YouTube settings. So there's like a shadow ban filter going on behind the scenes that's just weeding out God knows how many crazy comments. And then also I have wonderful moderators who there's no way to shadow ban spamming in your chat where someone is saying like, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, or hi, over and over. It's like, I'm not gonna ban the word hi, but I love my mods because it's like, at this point, I feel like I've captured like the worst of the worst in my shadow ban filter, but still the mods are so key because they'll catch the spamming, they'll catch the one-off weird comment that I can't really ban it because it could be seen as like fine. But yeah, I'm very happy with how civilized my lives are. Yay! Got you, Reaper. Got your dono tower. Okay. RDFYO, thank you. Alexander, I remember when cassette tapes were a big thing. Yep, I remember my cassette tapes from when I was a kid. Cosborn says, oh, I saw that one. By the 8th kid, it pretty much just walks out. I mean, yeah, that seems logical. Bill Reed, Abe Snake is here. How have you been? Ray, hard to please guy. I was looking for chapstick. William Barry, not true. Cosborn, I was, ooh, you were the 12th? Are you, seriously, you're one of 12? Holy moly. Yeah, Ray, how are you doing? I'm guessing, are you back to school now? Are you all done with your winter break? Or do you start after MLK Monday next week? I can't remember. Reaper, imagine coming here to say blah, blah, blah when you have the free will to leave. Exactly. Cringe. NC, Yaba says, one of my grandmothers had 16 children. Oh my God. Oh, that's what's so, I mean, it's like you can't, it's just how biology works. But part of me is like, oh, it's like, I'm like, I love envisioning a big family, especially like the big family traditions around Thanksgiving and Christmas and going to like the school functions and the graduation ceremonies, all that stuff, all the milestones and the family gatherings, and like having a cabin that you go to every summer and having a ski resort that you love going to in the wintertime, all that stuff, the big family traditions. I freaking love that stuff. And on one hand, I love the vision and the traditions and having that many, you know, that big of a tribe that's like your family. But unfortunately, it's like in this world we live in, the way that biology shook out, the females are the ones that go through the pregnancies and the childbirths. And I'm like, oh, like it's so much and it looks so painful. Not to mention your life has to be completely diverted from likely what your norm is for 9 months and probably more, in terms of like, you really got to watch your diet, you got to go in for regular medical checkups, you got to get your ultrasounds, you have to address any, you know, health issues that come up. I even was thinking the other day, like, what do you do if you're, say, 6 months pregnant and you contract like a really vicious case of COVID? Because it's like, obviously that's a potential harm to you and then also your kid. So I'm like, oh, I feel like it's so freaking tricky, you guys. Literally, and I feel like I'm talking, well, there's women here too, but I feel like it's more men than women here. And it's such a conundrum I have, because it's like, I've had this conversation with coworkers of mine who are like young parents. They've recently had their first kid or just had their second. And we've had conversations about, it's tricky when you love your career and by nature of just childbirth and pregnancy, like you have to take a break from the workforce, and that means like, you know, you're delayed in getting promotions because that's months, potentially years that you were out because of childcare responsibilities. So it's like, it's tricky to balance. It's like, I love my job, I love my income, I love all that stuff, but at the same time, I love family stuff. All right. SM has been a 4-month member, and I'm so sorry that it's not, the member emojis are not displaying properly. It says elbow cough, elbow cough, elbow cough. I love this. I'm screenshotting it. Thank you, SM, for being, wow, a 4-month member. Let me make sure to get you. Reaper says only spam allowed is this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bill Reed. I am 50% white. You are correct. And see, LMAO, I don't know why it keeps getting deleted. Uh-oh. Cosborn, see everyone. Bye, Cosborn. Kirby, Kaylin, yes. DDLR, if you're asking Stranger Things or Thrones, Game of Thrones, that's my favorite TV series of all time. Barry, Chipotle, Ray says, yes, I went back to school last week. I've been doing well. I have my homework under control and my final restrictions for my back, it's lifted in a few weeks. That's right. I think you said it's sometime in February that you are pretty much good to go, like normal activities. Stone Papa Smurf just got email. I'm working sideline for Patriots Texans game. Dude. That is dope. Congrats. Herbie says, great to hear Ray. She called it a tribe. It surpassed family, LOL. Silver Star, SM. Thank you so much again for using your member milestone. Let me write that down. 4-month milestone. All right, 4 months. Woohoo, Ray. The emoji didn't show up. I'm not coughing. Oh, yes, the obligatory elbow. What is it? I think of it as the dab. Yeah, elbow cough emoji. That's funny. Barry, but what will you love more, your children and family or your career? Exactly. And I think that's the frame of mind. I've always been a long-term thinker for as long as I can remember. My mom would even get on my case when I was younger, where she's like, Hannah, quit thinking so far ahead and be present, be in the moment. You're thinking so far ahead and just think about now. And so it's like, yeah, but also I just have always been like thinking about what's coming. I like to be prepared. I'm very type A. It's just how I am. And when I think about getting to a much older age, you guys know, a lot of you know that I want to live to be 120, but let's just say I don't quite make it there and I make it to 90 or 100. When I'm that age, when I'm thinking about, it's like at that age, like you're closer to death than you are to your beginning. And am I gonna look back and be proud of my career and all the income I made from all those years of working, or family? And I think that's a good way to frame it, Barry. I can say now, I would look back and be happier with family, like choices I made for family than for career. I think there's a way to have both, but you just have to recognize, like, especially for women who want family and career, you're gonna need to pick one over the other, particularly when it comes to like kids, because you're not gonna be delivering a child at the office. Like, you're gonna need to take some time away from your career to focus on the kid. So yeah, it's something I think about a lot. Ray, American Superstar, Rich. Ray was saying, yes, February 6th on my birthday. Wow. But I have to go to a basketball game for pep band, so I probably won't do anything crazy anyways. But hey, I mean, that'll still be fun on your birthday, that you get to play in pep band and just even in your mind, knowing that you've made it to February 6th. And how cool is that when it is on your actual birthday, where you have the green light to proceed as you normally were functioning pre-surgery. That's so cool. That'll be such a memorable birthday for you, Ray. Reaper says, I just talked to someone who worked sideline for the Seahawks again. Dude, so enviable. My phone is hacked, says NC. Did I miss something earlier? What happened? My phone is hacked. Alexander sent the flower. Thank you, Alexander. Thank you. Got you on my list. Reaper, Kaylin, Reaper with the dono. Wow, yes, I love having that dono reaction emoji. Young Chazi says, forgive me if you already mentioned this before, but have you run a marathon before? Yes, I've run 3, and I've documented 2 of them on my YouTube channel. So I ran my first marathon in 2019. I didn't have my YouTube channel then, so that one's not on YouTube. First one in 2019. Second one in 2022. That one's on YouTube. Third one, 2024. That one's also on YouTube. So you can actually go to my channel and scroll through the videos, and you'll find 2, if you just search in the little search bar for my channel, marathon, you'll find my 2 marathon vlogs. And then I also have 5Ks, I've got 10-mile whatevers. I've got some other distance race vlogs that I've posted. Rich, I look at life in golf course terms, 18 holes. Hannah, you are probably only on the 3rd or 4th hole now. Yes, Rich. I was thinking about this when what was it? It might have been for my 32nd birthday, but it was like recently. I was like, okay, I'm roughly 30 years old. you know, plus 2 years, but let's just round down to 30. I was like, okay, I like this way of thinking, because I mean, I like getting older. I think it's a privilege. Getting old doesn't, I think there's some aspects of it that make me nervous, just in terms of like, you know, your body, it's not as like resilient, it's not as powerful, it's not able to do certain things it could when it was younger. So I think I'm nervous for some changes, menopause, that's just something women have to go through. I don't think I'm like scared about getting older, because I'm like, that's just the way life goes. You just get older. It's either get older or die. There's only 2 options. But what I was gonna say, Rich, to your comment, was when I turned some recent 30 age, let's just say 32, in my head I was like, okay, if I'm about 30 years old and I want to make it to 120, that means I'm only a quarter of the way through my life right now. This is awesome. There's no guarantee I'm gonna make it to 120, but I am gonna try my best to be healthy, live a fulfilling life, and just, you know, go to all my routine medical appointments, screen for things, try and catch anything early if it pops up. And yeah, it's like a great way to feel, where it's like, there's still a lot of time left. NC says, I think once you have a child, there will be such a deep connection that it will supersede the career. Yes, 100% NC. You know what's so wild though, NC? I was just thinking about this. This is actually, I follow a YouTuber. Her name is Catherine Manning. You guys should all go follow her. But what I think is so crazy about this day and age is, so I currently work 2 jobs. I have my 9-to-5 job, which is like traditional employer, work in an office, etc. I've got my 9-to-5 job, and I've got YouTube. Like currently my 9-to-5 job, that pays the bills. YouTube is nice side income, but I couldn't live on it alone currently. But honestly, something I've thought about is like, okay, I know I want kids. I know I want multiple kids. And what would be so amazing, that honestly it's such a privilege getting to living in the 21st century and having this be a possibility. But I thought, actually, you don't have to necessarily leave your career behind as a young mom or a young parent, because it's like, certainly with childbirth, I would have to step away from the 9-to-5. But what I think would be so cool is to be able to document the new era of my life on YouTube. I'm not one of those people where I would show my kids. I wouldn't want to show like their faces or whatever, but I would love to document, like, here's my routine. I have to get up at 5 a.m. now. Here's a vlog. Here's me filming myself at 3 a.m. when my kid is puking or they have norovirus. Like, I think it would be so cool to like vlog that, just to have the digital archive of it, of your life, but also too, like, you're earning income. And I've followed, I think just at this point, I mean, there's plenty of parents on YouTube who are documenting what their lives are like, but you actually don't need to leave your career behind in terms of your income source, because if you're monetized on YouTube, and like I said earlier, I'm just planning on being on YouTube forever, for the rest of my life, which means I would be doing YouTube probably as a new parent, like fresh out of the hospital with a newborn, probably not uploading a ton, but you can still have a career as a YouTuber, as a parent, which I'm like, oh, that's so great. You don't have to completely take an L on your career, especially as the female. Let's see. Ray says, my ELA teacher told us to look at life as a football field. Think of it like your age. Ooh, that's a good analogy. I love that. Is that English language arts teacher? Oh my God, I'm obsessed with that. Barry says, it would be pretty cool to see you streaming with a little, yes, Barry. Okay, yes. I have seen creators do this, but particularly Catherine Manning, like she documented her whole pregnancy, like first, second, third trimester. I think she did some ultrasound videos, or at least showed a picture. And then she'll show her baby son. Now he's not a baby anymore, but she'll show like, she'll be holding him and it's like the back of his head where it's like you can't see the baby's face. But it's so cool because I've been following Catherine Manning for years, and I remember exactly where I was, and like I remember clicking on her video, and she was like, "You guys, I'm pregnant." And she's like, "I knew it was gonna happen before I was 30." And I just remember watching her video and I was like, oh my God, this YouTuber that I've been following for years is gonna be a parent. Like, she's gonna have a little baby in 9 months. And she's still going. Like, if you guys, I'm just gonna drop her channel name in here. You guys should go check out the wonderful Catherine. Oh, I'm gonna get her name wrong. There's so many spellings of Catherine. Catherine Manning? Is that how you spell it? Catherine Manning at Catherine. Okay, yeah, she's at 500,000 subscribers. Catherine Manning. But this girl, she's like, I think 1 year younger than me. And I'm telling you guys, Catherine Manning is such an inspiration for me because it's like she's vlogging herself like with her dogs, with her baby. She's not married, but she has a partner. That's the father of their baby. And it's like she's also done brand collabs with like, I forget exactly what, but it was something baby related, like diapers. And it's like, oh my God, this brand was so nice. And they sent me wipes, which are so helpful because I have to do all these diaper changes. And I'm like, dude, you are modeling how to continue having a career, an income source. And it's like, not only do you get to continue earning income, but you're at home, you're not missing a minute with your child. And it's like, let's count all the W's of this. And it's like, one of the best aspects is you are documenting this very precious period of your life. As a brand new parent, the kid grows so fast and you're capturing this all on video. I'm like, dude, this is exactly how I envision parenthood. I love everything about this. And it's just, it feels like there's so few setbacks and so many wins doing it the way she did. I mean, obviously it's still hard, but I was like, oh my God, you have like, your schedule is your own. You're still your own boss. You aren't time restricted on your maternity leave. No one's expecting you to return back anywhere. You are financially free. You don't have to worry about, putting your kid in daycare because let's talk about that too. Daycare is a fortune in the United States. It's so painfully expensive here. And so it's like this girl not paying for daycare, staying at home all the time with her kid, still has her career on YouTube, documenting all of it in video. So think about like when the kid is old enough to understand, like, oh my God, I can watch my mom filming baby me in all of these videos. I can see all the places she took me, all these clothes she dressed me in, all these struggles she went through, how she balanced YouTube with becoming a mom. Like, it is the coolest freaking thing ever. And I'm like, this is how I want it to go down. This is totally what I want. Abraham, what does menopause mean? You can just Google it. It's a change that women go through. Let's just leave it there. Ray, Reaper, peace and joy. Good to see you. Sorry, I didn't see you before. Tom from MySpace. How about you? I'm not going back to MySpace. I don't think I even had a MySpace account. Isaiah Moses, hello. Reaper is asking, what happens if they make a natural way to make humans immortal? Would you become immortal? I don't think I would want immortality. As odd as it's, because it's like, I feel like everyone thinks death is unpleasant. It's not like fun to think about, well, one day I won't be here anymore. But at the same time, death also makes things so meaningful and urgent. It's like, well, if I don't get around to doing this, I won't, like, there's an end point to my life. So the idea of having endless life, I don't know. It's just, I think everything would become so blasé and apathetic. It's just like, well, if I don't get around to it now, I can get around to it in 1,000 years. Like, who cares? It's just, I wouldn't want to live like that. I would want elongated life. I wouldn't mind living to be, say, 150 to 200 years old. But I think a couple centuries and I'd be like, I'm ready. I'm done. Barry says, when Hannah puts her kids in timeout, she's going to be like, go to your room, you're banned. I honestly would want to be a tough parent. Reaper, all right. What's wrong with America with the shaka? Okay. Brian, Moses, yeah, but it's still rare, but when the mom has a well-paid job, the guy stays home and looks after the house and kids. True. You know, I don't think I would want that, to be quite honest. My ideal scenario, and again, this is just me, I'm not judging people's choices when it comes to stay-at-home mom, dad, whatever, but my preferred scenario, again, it's like I can plan all I want and things always shake out differently, but in my vision, I would want my husband, partner to maintain their career, or honestly just do whatever they want. It's like, hopefully financially, like they can keep on doing whatever they want to do, and then I would have to make life modifications just because of the physical toll is kind of a negative word, but it's just the physical aspect of it. It's like you got to take a pause and go through it and recover. But I think I would prefer, or both, honestly, I would prefer to be the one at home taking care of the kid, or I think it'd be cool if like both again, this is a privileged setup, but if both parents have the freedom and ability to both be home, just all in 100% parenting the kid, and then they can do like whatever, it's like social media, run their business, etc. Their time is theirs. That would be great. But I wouldn't want a stay-at-home husband or partner. Eli, you are doing great things too. Don't sell yourself short. We love you. Thank you. Yes. I feel like I try to be intuitive with all the decisions that I make in my life and never sell out, never compromise. I love that for you. Callie and Allie is here. Hello. Tom from MySpace. William, have you seen Evelyn Edwards? Ooh, no. Let me look up Evelyn Edwards. Evelyn Edwards. Let's look at her. Ooh, I love this. I'm gonna subscribe to her right now. Oh my God. Castles. Yes, please. This is exactly my kind of content. Wow. This is so cool. Okay. Thank you for that. Reaper, bro, got that YouTube comment, Riz. I wanted to get a screenshot of Eli's super chat before it gets just buried. I don't know if I got it before. Yay! Thank you. Thank you, Eli. Sorry I missed the reply comment. I'll give you a reply in the chat. All right. Mukesh is here. Kirby, streams from castles. Ray says, it's not worth putting your kids on YouTube. Speaking from personal experience, I would do anything to delete it all. And see, I've heard kids say differently. They actually are very grateful that they have a digital archive that they can look. They're like, wow, that's so cool. That's how I looked like. That's what I was doing as a little toddler when I was like, back in the year 2010. So I think it's up to the parents. But I would not show their faces. I would keep them very anonymous. I don't even know if I would share a name. I would probably just say like little guy or little gal. Keep it very private. But I still would want it's like photos. It's like, I would want there to be like a video that they could watch at a future point. Kirby, you will be in a castle soon, says Rich. SM says, yes, Ray, and also vlogging parents aren't at all present in the moment with their children. Kirby says, I'll stay on the farm. Tom from MySpace. Okay. Brian, you're going to live forever, Hannah? I don't think I would choose that. No, I would not want to live forever, but I wouldn't mind living a long, long life. Ooh, Yassine Dogru got the gifted membership. Thank you very much, Rich. Ooh, I gotta update my dono list. Big Tex was one, Eli, and then Rich gave a membership. SM, I disagree with the concept, rather work part-time or just actually work and save and plan for being off work to be a new parent. Nope. Callie, Kirby, travel to farms around America and stream it. Brian, thank you. Andreas is here. Hello, early in Hamburg. Brian says, so amazing and sweet, you will be a millionaire, Hannah. Toyo Speed Demon. Let's see, Barry, we call stay-at-home moms homemakers. Yes. SM, the gold rush era of social media influencer and money is ending. I don't know. I don't think so. NC, I think the mother should stay home with the kids, but if the father can work remotely, that's optimal teamwork. Yes. Yes, that is what I would prefer. I would prefer to be home full-time, and I would prefer that my husband / partner was either fully remote, like working fully remote, or was just like basically like Travis Kelce, where it's just like, lol, dude doesn't need to be anywhere, he can do whatever he wants, and he is choosing, like me, to be home just having a blast, like playing games, going for walks outside, going to the local bakery, you know, putting them down for nap time, watching Barney and Friends. It's like, that is the dream. Emily, thank you so much. I'm glad you like the earrings. Brian, Kirby, I agree. SM, I think it's growing and not ending. Yes. Backup account. Yassine Dogru got the gifted membership. Callie and Allie. Reaper, even one of the most degenerate stream communities have the #1 rule, do not show kids, no kids allowed. Yeah, I wouldn't have my kids in my live streams. I, however, would like to have them in vlogs and very carefully edited so their faces aren't showing, you know, any identifying things lying around the house. It's like, but I've seen it done and I really like it. My favorite way that I've seen people do it is like they show little bits of like the child in their lives, but the kid is not like front and center stage. Reaper, even, okay, saw that one. Callie and Allie, I know, Kirby, I thought of Kaylin too. So sad. Rich, all right, I got you down here. Let me make sure to see. Yassine got it, super cool. All right, went to Yassine. Kirby, just Victor, what superpower do you wish you could have? Oh, what would I want to have? Probably to fly. Reaper with another dono tower, thanks. Ergo Videoasis. SM says it's 100% a snow day out here. Wow, we haven't had snow like this since I was a kid. Remind me where you're based, SM. I'm not remembering. William Berry, Hannah's going to be beautiful and happy at any age. Thank you. I'm trying to embrace every age, every era. William Berry, Rich. Yes, Barry. All right. Wait, have I been under a rock? Does Travis Kelce have a kid? Did Taylor have a baby? No, but they likely will have children soon. That's my guess, because they'll probably be getting married in the next year or two. And thinking about the financial positions, I mean, Taylor Swift is a billionaire. She's worth $2 billion now. Travis Kelce is worth hundreds of millions. So together, it's like, neither of them, they don't need to work another day in their lives. Like, they are as free can be. When those two have a child, or children, because I'm sure they will, it's like they get to spend all of their time focusing on their children. They don't have to worry about showing up to any 9 to 5. They don't have any financial stress. They can afford to do whatever they want. That type of freedom when you become a parent, to me, is like, it's such a privilege, and it's something I would absolutely love to have, because you're not, I've watched these videos that are terrible, but it's these new parents, particularly, I would say most of these videos are first-time moms, and they're just crying because they're like, I'm so sad that I have to go back to work. My 3 months of maternity leave are up, or my however long. My 6 months of maternity leave are gone, and you know, they're like in tears because they're like, I would give anything to be able to go to be able to stay home and be with my child, and it feels like this time went so fast. Like, they're basically crying because they don't have the financial resources to stay home and continue to be a homemaker and raise the child. They have to go back to their 9 to 5 and drop their kid off at daycare every day now. It's sad, and I understand that's the decision that a lot of families have to make. But I do not, if I can avoid it at all costs, I want to be able, by the time I'm a parent, my goal is to be fully self-employed, making my own money, high net worth, and I don't have to return to any job. I don't even have to consider maternity leave, because it's like, I can be on maternity leave forever. I can fund this whole thing based on my own income. And so, and I don't have to deal with the whole daycare situation. Even the wait lists, having to apply so early to get on a daycare wait list, let alone having to foot the bill for monthly daycare in this country, absolutely insane. I want to skip all of that. I don't want to have to negotiate maternity leave. I don't want to have to find a daycare. I don't want to have to stress over whether the daycare provider is properly looking after my child and like following the rules and treating my child well. I don't want to have to deal with any of that. If I can make it work, that is my goal. Have all the power and all the resources to be fully invested in my child's upbringing, and I don't have to answer to anybody else. All right, William Barry, Kirby, Reaper, yes, we got to 100 likes, thank you. How do you think your mom would react to her grandkids? Super grand. She would be in tears. Kirby, Hannah, my new calf name is Tay-Tay. Oh my gosh, cute. Alfredo, good to see you. I've been meaning to eat dinner for a long time, and now it's been 2 hours on here, and I'm starving. So I'm doing good. I'm just hungry. Ooh. Also, my Netflix show decided to pause on me. Let's see, Kirby. Niners have 0 chance in Seattle. Reaper, yeah, Joel is gone. If you spam, I don't care if you remember or not, you're gone. Kirby, Reaper, Rich, Nick, doing well, Nick. Kirby says, Hannah, where's your food? Thanks for asking. I'm getting around to it. Also, I'm so sorry. I said I was going to reply to Eli. I hope Eli's still here. Big texts. Thank you again for the super chat earlier and for inspiring tonight's poll question. I appreciate you. All right, there's my reply to that. And then Rich, I don't want this to time me out. I hate that it's so time limited. But let me reply to you. Ooh, challenge accepted, Rich. 1:30, here I come. Super granny. Love it. NC says, I've heard nothing but great reviews from the Solomon daycares in your area. Oh, is this about the daycare? Oh, the daycares in Minneapolis that have been in the news. Oh, yeah. I mean, they're not all bad, but unfortunately, yes, the fraud headlines continue to come out of Minneapolis. It is unfortunate. Swerton says daycare is a mess in Minnesota. Yes, and this comment, forget about the fraud that you've been hearing in the news headlines, because yes, that's bad. I'm talking about the cost of daycare as it's been for years and years and years. I mean, monthly daycare costs are just, I'm like, how do you afford that? It's so, oof, it's painful. Kirby, them burgers are definitely well done by now. Whoa. Kirby, to be able to hope, good to see you. Kirby, Kaylin, are you here? I don't know if Kaylin's here. The Leering Center, oh no, the Quality Leering Center. I saw a headline that I think the Quality Leering Center closed. Oh, I watched the news for the best time to go fishing. Quality Leering Centers, yeah, oh, so bad. Rich is saying, take that, Pablo. I love it. I know, Pablo, the Argentinian, the very benevolent Argentinian prince. I think I last saw Pablo last week sometime. Dustin is here. I know, right? Barry, of course it's gonna correct leering to learning, but you think that maybe autocorrect would have kicked in for their sign and it didn't? Reaper says, yes, now I can trademark the name. Chip Rodhead says, hello, beautiful and welcome. Yaba says, did you say maternity leave is 6 months? I'm a little out of touch, but in the UK, I think it's 52 weeks. Oh, yeah. Yaba, compared to like the maternity leave that exists in Europe and beyond Europe, I mean, it varies dramatically from employer to employer here in the United States. It's something I've never like thought about much because it hasn't yet applied to me. But I mean, let's just Google this. What is the standard maternity leave in the US? I want to say it's like 3 months. The standard maternity leave, and this is AI Gemini, so again, it might not be 100% right. I'm seeing Reddit. There is no standard for maternity leave in the US. So it's like some employers are super generous. Some employers are like bare minimum. The standard maternity leave is 12 weeks of unpaid job protected leave under the Federal Family and Medical Leave Act for eligible employees at companies with 50 plus workers. So that's like there's a lot of people who don't fit those criteria, but there's no federal mandate for paid leave, which is just, what's so brutal about this is like, based on my understanding, where there's no legal requirement for this stuff. I'm like, dude, if say that you are a single mom and you're living paycheck to paycheck and you work at a company or at some job where there is 0 maternity leave, in my head I'm like what? I mean, I think there's like income assistance that you could apply for here, but it's so brutal when you think about just going through a pregnancy for 9 months. The process of childbirth can be extra complicated, really painful, long recovery time, surgery may be needed, like extensive medical stuff. And then it's like on top of all that physical stuff that you've gone through and you've got this new life to take care of, there's just no maternity leave for you. It's like basically back to the trenches, back to the work life to survive. I think that is so brutal. Ooh. Yeah. I love this country. I love living in the US, but paid parental leave is something we could do way better. Way better. Comments here. Rich says, Kirby, best time to fish is a day that ends in Y. Cool. That's so cool. I love that. Maybe this weekend I might get access to a cool spot. Do you have to deal with difficult people at work? No, luckily I don't. I would say my workplace is like really thorough in who it vets to work there. And for my job, like the minimum requirement is a master's degree, but there's a lot of people who have at least, well, a lot, I say a lot. There's at least 2 people, but I think there's more. There's several people that have PhDs. So it's like very academic, very driven, very polite, like just good, mature office behavior. There's like 0 office drama. People have very full lives. Like they got other stuff going on in addition to work. So I just don't have, at least so far, I have not had to deal with difficult people at the office. I think there's stronger personalities than others at the office, like way more bolder and like direct people compared to like the more timid, soft-spoken, less direct people, but it's like a dream in terms of coworkers. Like they're all super professional, super, super smart, and just like no one wants drama or difficulty. And see, some employers even offer paternity leave. Yes. Rich says access. Barry says unpaid, that sucks. Yeah. Reaper, I got paid leave. I'm a dude. I was surprised they were that generous. Yeah. I've seen some places roll it into short-term disability. Vegas rules, aka Starboy. Good to see you. Chip Broadhead, so an employee is expecting. What use is that to a company? NC, Minnesota has a law enacted that yes, this has been in the news. Yeah, and again, I haven't really looked into the details of it because it just doesn't apply to me. Paid paternity leave, so you're golden. Woohoo! Dante. Interesting. Yes, but this is true. All right. Oh, finally, dinner time. It's so late. I was trying not to eat super late, but here we are. Oh well. Let's throw some fun stuff on here. What do I got? Mustard, carrots. I'm kind of like, I had carrots for lunch in addition to other stuff. All right, so I'm gonna do mustard first. French's mustard. Still good. Oh, these burgers are so cold by now. Oh well. All right, there's the mustard. Let's see. I'm gonna do a little bit, I'll do pickles first. Temanuka. Also, Rich, did I put you on my super chat? Yes, I did. I have not been on top of my donos tonight. All right, throw some pickles on here. I don't do burger buns anymore because I try to limit the amount of processed grains that I eat. Lower carb, not keto by any means, but just trying to emphasize protein and fats more. Nick, I am eating some vegan burgers. Also, I need to close this poll. Vote if you haven't yet, guys. So this is just some Cleveland kraut. It's beets, cabbage, and carrots. So there's my carrots for the night. I love how this stuff looks too. Yum, yum, yum. All right. Yeah, I'm not that hungry. I'm surprised. Oops. All right. But I know if I don't eat anything right now, I will wake up at 3 a.m. with a churning stomach because I'm hungry. All right, gonna grab a knife. Ooh, and eat at last. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Temanuka said hi. Jay Allen. Jay Allen says, I think I'm going to make something myself. Yeah, I just eat my burgers plain like this. Ooh, they're crunchy. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I wonder what you're typing, Barry, that's getting caught. Hassan, I'm eating burgers, veggie burgers. I am vegan. Why should we move? Yes. I've been vegan for almost, not quite, but almost 14 years. Mm-mm-mm. That sounds very Dickensian. What was it that I said? I'm trying to think. Ooh. It's good to eat though. Man, I was hungry. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I'm almost out of these. Look how few I have left. But just to snack on something, I'm gonna have some macadamia nuts too. Rich, I don't think I've given out gifted memberships, no. I will look into that. Add it to my to-do list. How much did that cost you? $100? No, I think this cost me like $10, $15 at Target. Almost done. Blueberry, streaming from farms is a great idea. Did Kirby come up with that? Who knows? Kirby might be the originator. Ooh. All right. I'll add that to my notes. Gift memberships. Myself. I did not know I could do that. Oh, now that I think about it, I think someone previously was like, you get a certain number of memberships each month to gift. So I could have like a tradition of giving them out on certain days. I don't know. I want to stream interviews with Amish people. I don't think they would like that though, because aren't they the ones who are a bit skittish about having themselves photographed or filmed? My mind, it thinks sometimes, says Kirby. Your boy Mud says Pablo. All right. I know, Rich, I was just thinking, I would love for Kaylin to get one. The day Kaylin gets a membership, we should celebrate. I'm gonna close this poll because it's been open for a long time. Let's see. How did you guys do? All right, poll question number 1. The only one tonight because it's late. Guess which 2025 New Year's resolution I absolutely crushed. So this is from last year. Someone was like, wait, it's only 14 days in or something. This is for last year. Guess which 2025 New Year's resolution I absolutely crushed. This was courtesy of Eli Magallanes, Big Tex 173. All right, first, J. Manuel Ramirez. I don't know if Kaylin is still here. Let me try and chat at her. Kaylin, I think she is. She's coming up. But let me screenshot this. Thank you, Kirby. Thank you. Got the screenshot. Kirby, let me write you down. Kirby. one membership, and it went to J. Manuel Ramirez. Reaper. Rich says, darn it. I know, we need to make this happen for Kaylin. Timinator. Reaper says, they are actually pretty cool in my area. One time I was ripping a big ol' hit from, oh my gosh, and an Amish family saw me. They gave me a big smile and waved at me. Oh, I have no doubt that they're chill. It's just a matter of, I remember being told whenever you're passing through like Amish country, and there's like different, there's like Mennonites and other people, I don't know. But it's like, just don't photograph and don't film, because I think it really upsets them. Okay. Poll results. Let me get through these. Number one choice, the first, most people, well, the top choice was qualify for the Boston Marathon. No, I did not qualify for the Boston Marathon last year. That was not a resolution I had for 2025. I have not yet qualified for the Boston Marathon, but I would love to run it sometime in my life. So it's not qualify for the Boston Marathon. Read one book a month, definitely not. I wish I would have done that, but I did not, sadly, I did not read one book a month last year. It was less than that. All right, then 20% of people guessed at least one brand collab per month. At least one brand collab per month. Yes, that is the correct one. I did hit that goal and I exceeded it, because I don't know what the total was, but it was more than 12 for last year. So I am happy that I hit that one. Yes. Good job, 20% of you who got it right. Just want to make sure my donos are right. Dono tracker. Ya boy Mud, Curvy, Timinator. I'm back. I really couldn't fall asleep. Oh, okay. Well, I will be off here soon. Hopefully you can try sleeping again. Timinator. Barry sent the happy poop. Sorry I didn't see that earlier. Thank you, Barry. It costs 400K to raise one child times 6. I know, right? And see, this is what I'm telling you. Like, when I said earlier that I'm a long-term thinker, I think about all of the ramifications of big life decisions, like having children. And for me, it's like no one, it's just like, yeah, I could go on and on about it, but it's like, one thing that I do think about a lot is the cost of raising a child and how a serious lack of funds can be detrimental to a child's upbringing. My preference is for child, like if I can have it my way, I will be like financially free. I'm fully financially retired, like don't ever need to work again. What was the other one I was gonna say? Have multiple kids, but obviously that requires more money, like more money, more kids, more money to put toward them. And I was gonna say something else too, but I forgot. Yeah. It's something I'm not willing to entertain seriously, having kids, if there is not a significant, like financial security situation for me. I have also heard this, Barry. I've heard great things about Amish food. Reaper, we have Mennonites and traditional Amish, but the traditional Amish are very easy to point out. Modern Amish are very lenient. Gotcha. No cats. Okay. No cats for me. Oh! Yes, I got it. Thank you, Joe Sensei, for the cocoa. I love that. Thank you. Those animated ones are so fun. We've got, who else? Todd Long. Would you believe I wasn't already subbed? I mean, it happens. No worries if you weren't. You don't, like, there's no obligation to sub. If you aren't right now, that's also fine, Todd. Kirby, Barry, I have been addicted to the Amish cooking videos. Yes, NC. I have still, like, I am not flexible. So it takes I've been practicing every day, but making progress. Still a decent way off the ground. Still working on the splits. Rich is saying I will do the splits in early 21:45. Joe Sensei, good to see you. Thanks again for the dono. Michael Bush, hello. Reaper says I love that for you. Ooh, bagel and pickle. Not quite. Veggie burgers with pickles and some like veggie slaw on top. There's also mustard and some melted cheese. A bagel does sound really good though. All right, guys. 10:30 already. Gotta get ready for work tomorrow. Barry says, I didn't even know why they had those Kirby. About to watch some tonight. Excellent. All right, let me first put a reminder in the chat. Reminder that my next live stream is this Friday night, regular schedule, at 8 p.m. Central Time, USA. And I'll say it, I think I gotta say it at every single live stream because I think there's always someone who's new who doesn't know the schedule. So my YouTube live stream schedule is the same every week pretty much. It's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday at 8 p.m. Central Time. Again, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, 8 p.m. Central. So the next time I'll be on live is this Friday. NC says, nice chatting with everyone. Have a lovely night. Kirby with Ace Ventura, good night, everybody. Yes. And before I sign off, I do want to thank the people who donated and contributed tonight. There were super chats from Rich and Eli Magallanes. Thank you guys. I love all the emojis. And thanks Michael Bush for putting in the schedule. So super chats from Eli and Rich. There were gifts from Reaper, E Styles, Kirby, Alexander Lapp, Barry, and Joe Sensei. Then, in terms of memberships, SM used his 4-month milestone chat. Rich gifted a membership, which went to Yassine Dogru, and Kirby gifted a membership, which went to J. Manuel Ramirez. So thanks everybody for contributing. Last few comments here, Barry, Michael Bush, Kirby, Reaper, Johnny Doe, Twin Cities, chaotic, but you just gotta carry on. Like, I got a job to do and responsibilities, so I'm okay. You know, it's chaotic here, but it won't be forever. Young Chazi, see you later. See you on Friday, hopefully. Timinator, Hannah, can you do me a big favor? I don't do that kind of stuff on here, Timinator. Michael Bush, thank you. Yeah, but that was an easy one tonight. I know. It wasn't challenging. There's better trivia. Mac for Trap, thank you. Kirby and Rich, thank you, everybody. Fun Wednesday night, and I will see you on Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time. Take care, everybody.